One of the most common questions we get when starting a pet on a new diet is how do we go from free feeding to meal based feeding? And meal based feeding is important and valuable for a couple of reasons. The first is that it allows us to regulate how much they eat. When we're putting them on a diet for weight loss, for example, I can tell you no one loses weight at a buffet. On the other hand, the other benefit comes when we have to have pets on special diets, as we sometimes do with medical conditions where it wouldn't be appropriate for every other pet in the household. So, how do we go about doing that? Well, it's actually fairly easy. We're going to start by getting everybody in the house their own bowl and deciding when we're going to feed them. And this doesn't have to be any specific schedule or any particular times. Generally, we recommend 3 meals a day. And for most people, what works best is before work, after work, and before they go to bed. It's okay to feed them before bed. They don't have to be equal amounts, but it's generally easier to start that way. And what you're going to do is you're going to fill the bowl with the set amount, and you should get a set amount for any kind of new diet, how much they should be eating per meal. And you're going to put that down for about 5 minutes and observe. When they lose interest or they finish it, you pick it up, you take it away. And what's going to happen is they're going to learn really quickly that food doesn't stay around forever, and they're going to start to eat when you tell them to. If you have issues where, say, they don't want to eat first thing in the morning, it's okay. You can double up a later meal. And we do see that from time to time with certain pets. If you have issues with certain pets in the household being kind of bullies, you may want to separate them into separate rooms at first. And usually, over the course of a week or two, as they get used to the routine, you can reintroduce most pets back to each other. Although, in some households, there are bullies who will try to eat everything in front of them. And we can sometimes have to deal with that by keeping them separate. But the vast majority of situations, within a few days, we can get everybody comfortably on a meal-based feeding program, and it really doesn't take much of your time, and it's much better for your pets in a lot of situations.